It's time for the Giz Wiz with Matt's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1765, recorded Wednesday, February 5th, 2020. Dumb show, smart potato. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have 3 gadgets still from CES. These are ones that Dickie D went and found on his own. I have a new Crappy Corner theme, the first of the year 2020, and your videos, all next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now! And here he is! I did not know this. The Giz Wiz stands for Gizzard.
Yeah. No one knew it stood for Gizzard.
The Gizzard Wizard. The Gadget Wizard. I just thought it was like Wiz as in like the Whiz Kid. I didn't realize you were a wizard, an actual wizard of gadgets.
Oh, no.
I forget where I ended up hearing that.
You know what? I think I used to bill myself as the Gizmo Wizard.
That's what it is.
Yeah. And then it turns out you cannot copyright or trademark words that are real words. You know, you can't be, someone wanted to be the gadget guy. You can call yourself that, but you can't copyright that because
it's too generic.
It's too generic. And that's why, like at CES, some of the booths we went to, I was saying, what name is this? One of them was the boat alarm company.
Barnacle.
Barnacle. You know, BNQ.
Yes.
We said, is this Binacle? No, it's Barnacle. Yeah. Right. So anyway, when you have to get a lawyer and all that to get a trademark, and Giz Wiz was acceptable as a trademark because, first of all, Wiz is spelled without the H, and Giz is not a word.
I think I watched one of your ABC segments or someone, and they said, the Gizmo Wizard, blah, blah, and I was like, that's what it stands for? I did not realize. Oh my gosh. So,
that's very funny.
Your wizard of gizmos, Dick DeBartolo. That was a long-winded way of introducing you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And we're both better. We are both not sick anymore.
No.
Hooray.
It's thrilling. It's thrilling. And I was looking through some old videos, and I realized Thursday the 20th, we'll be doing a show on Thursday the 20th.
February.
It'll be the 14th anniversary of the Giz Wiz show. Can you imagine?
14 years of Giz Wiz.
14 years, the first show.
It only took me 14 years to figure out what the Giz Wiz stood for.
5 of them with you.
I know. Oh my gosh. That is crazy.
It's unbelievable. And the quality has not improved.
It's gone downhill, in fact.
Oh, just a little.
Just a bit. We're slowly.
But fortunately, the entire internet's gone down so much that we still look kind of okay.
Yeah.
So
lowering tides rise the Giz Wiz is the saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I also found something in an email. Remember we did the link, the People Compass?
Yes.
About 2 weeks ago. Okay.
Yes. This was the gadget where you needed two devices to point at each other, and then you could find each other anywhere.
Okay. I got a press release. Link Technologies, the Brooklyn-based company, who knew they were right across the river, closed a $6 million seed run following a pre-sale campaign on Indiegogo that exceeded $1.7 million.
Makes sense, because I have gotten only those ads on Facebook. I have gotten those ads, I've gotten ads for that company because I went to their website and I'm sure that they've tracked me. On Instagram, on Facebook, I have seen so many of these darn ads for that company. So they must have gotten funding for those ads. Golly, $6 million.
Yes, so they have added together, they will have $7.7 million for the People Compass. Anyway,
we got to get into this business, Dick.
We have to find a scam. We have to call Brian. We have to call Brian Brushwood.
Yes.
Or the thing that we've uncovered is go to China. Well, now we can't go to China.
I know. We might get sick again.
Listen,
the flu was enough. I don't need corona.
No.
I might need a corona, but not coronavirus.
Not the corona.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll come up with something.
7 million. That's insane. I don't understand. It's just it's like a little LED screen and a remote that pointed.
Yeah. I'm not sure either why that is. That I guess when people see lots of people jumping in, they figured I should. I don't know.
100%. You never know what the next unicorn is going to bring.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that also just maybe speaks a little bit to the economy and maybe the fact that we're in a bubble, that sort of thing.
That can be.
Is that, you got all these people who have some cash that can throw it around. I remember reading about, the millennial bubble, the big tech bubble. And I felt like people were just funding random stuff. Like, oh, you got a thing? Oh, you got a website? Have $5 million. That's what it feels like. Oh, you got a little LED battery run device? $7 million. Here you go. Make it. Like, that's how you got to sell a lot of those. A lot to get back $7 million.
Absolutely.
I mean, you have to sell at least 1 million of them.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, well, that's
all right. So the weirdest thing, and then I'll tell you the backstory.
Okay.
Weirdest thing I found at CES 2020 was this.
Okay, the weirdest thing.
So this is the world first smart potato, and you really need one. Next year at CES, it will be the next big thing. It will be everywhere. Because potatoes, they are really sensible beings, but until now we were not able to communicate with them. This is why I developed the Neurospurt. It's an ultra high bandwidth potato machine interface. You can plug it into any potato. It's self-powered by the potato, and it will pick up the potato brain waves. And then, by using artificial intelligence, it can translate the potato language into Bluetooth. So you can monitor in real time how's your potato doing, but also you can use your potato like a personal assistant, like Alexa. You got any big question in your life, you can ask the potato. Hey potato, should I buy the new iPhone? And then the potato will answer to you. And it says yes. So this will be on sale. This is already on sale on Indiegogo for $29. You can get one. And I bet you it's more useful than a smart toothbrush.
The way that he deadpan delivers his entire pitch.
Yes.
It's kind of amazing.
Go to the campaign. It's up and running.
Oh.
It doesn't seem to be doing.
No, it's no 7 million. Yeah, he's $5,000.
He got $5, and he's looking for $29,000. All right, so this is the backstory. He's from France, and I traced back through a lot of links, and I found a story that I believe was translated from a French magazine. His name is Nicolas Baldeck, Baldeck. And what he wanted to do was see if he could come up with the weirdest, bizarre contraption and be able to get a booth at CES.
It worked.
It worked. Now, he has to have some money because I believe those little tables down in the basement at the Sands are $4,000.
For the whole
And
CES?
I believe so.
Huh.
Because they're very, they're really like, they're like a.
This set
about
is bigger than.
Yeah, exactly. Your table there might be a little bigger than that. But then he has to fly over from France. He had those devices possibly they had to be manufactured, or unless he just had one of them. But anyway, and it's very. I mean, the whole thing is funny. Look at that. Can be hacked. The potato can be hacked along with everyone else. But
and then respects your privacy. It does not respect your privacy.
It does not respect your privacy.
Like that.
But look at all the other things that the Alexa can't do. Is that it's not a living organism? Organism hasn't got electrodes. Has feelings. Devices don't. The potato does. The potato has dreams. It's like someone from Mad Magazine got a lot of money and
learn how to code. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I just couldn't believe how I expected at least a smirk or a smile as he was talking about this.
No, and I said, can I get one of these to show on ABC? He said, I can't do that.
Nope. It don't got enough. Holy moly. The smart potato. Yeah. It only costs $30 to get one.
I'm wondering if he's hoping that he's only up to 125 out of 1,000. I'm wondering if he's hoping that the whole campaign just fails. And I just don't know. I have no idea.
How many days he has? He has 32 days left, though, so he's got some time.
He's got some time. Well, just being on the Giz Wiz, my God, he's going to sell.
He's get at least a half a customer, at least.
Yeah, he's going to get some web traffic. I doubt if anybody's going to buy one.
I've refreshed this page at least twice, so that'll be a stat boost
there
right
go.
there.
There you go. That's very funny.
That is very funny, and I just don't know what to say. I mean, part of me wants to ask, does it do anything practical? But I don't. I think that's not the point. I think I would have missed the joke at that point. Someone described it as the smart potato magic 8-ball. Is it a magic 8-ball that you shake?
Yes. Yeah. Because I think the potato only can answer yes or no.
Ah. So good thing it doesn't have 8 answers. Then he'd be in some hot water. That might be a cooked potato.
Might be.
Very well. That takes the cake for the weirdest gadget at CES.
Yeah, absolutely. But then I have a couple of decent gadgets. And this one I thought was very useful. Don't own a car. You can tell me your reaction to this, Chad. And here it is, the braking bar.
Okay.
Walking through Eureka Park looking for unique things, and this is really unique. It is a table you drive.
Oh, no. This is not a table you drive. It's actually braking bar. It's a stick-on brake light that can save your life.
All right, well, tell me how the braking bar could save a life.
Well, you see, this is our solution to distracted driving, a very serious problem that causes a lot of crashes simply because people are looking down at their phones, car in front of them stops, they don't pay attention, slams right into you. So now we've got this product, you just stick it onto your back window, and it's a brake light that's ultra bright, pulsating. So whenever you brake quickly, the driver behind you will see that faster and stop sooner.
Oh, okay. Now, believe it or not, I've never owned a car, but currently on a car, if someone brakes, it's the brake lights down low only, and now the braking bar will bring lights very high up. Is that the principle?
That's right. It is on the highest points on your car, and regular brake lights, you see them all the time, so they're very dull, so they're never annoying. But in the case of an emergency, a dull brake light does not get attention. So that's where this product comes in. When you brake an emergency, let's say a kid jumps out in front of you, a car cuts you off, or you need to stop quickly for any reason, this light then pulses so brightly that it doesn't matter if a person's looking down. As long as they're behind you, they'll see this light, look up, and stop up to 50% faster.
Oh, okay. Now, well, this is what a braking light looks like, but do we have one that's hooked up?
Sure do. So this is the product right here, and we actually have it set up right up here. So we can see a simulation of what happens. If you're looking,
Let's see. I'm going to have our camera guy. All right, so go ahead. So you're going to trigger it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you're looking down at your phone, it doesn't matter where you're looking. If you look at your phone, you'll immediately look up and it'll get your attention.
Oh, that does. And how long does it blink for?
3 seconds minimum, and then much longer if you keep braking hard. So if you're at highway speeds, it'll get your attention no matter what.
Okay, and what is powering that?
So the best part about it is it's actually completely stick on. So inside here we have a battery, and this battery lasts 4 years for the average driver. And because of the motion sensor inside, it doesn't connect to your brakes at all. So this is unlike basically any other automotive product. You just take it, stick it to your back window, and that's it. It's done, and the battery will last 4 years for the average driver.
Okay. Does it have an on-off switch? For example, you're driving through the desert, and you know there's not going to be a car behind you for 18 hours. Is there a way to shut it to save battery life?
You sure can, but you don't need to. With the 4-year battery life, leaving it on, it'll still be in ultra-low power management safe mode. So you don't need to worry about draining the battery in any case. So literally you stick it on, turn on, and that's it.
I guess I'm going to have to buy a car. Oh, what does it retail for?
Now available for $99 on our website and on Amazon.
On Amazon. That's it. We got a brake by stopping here and seeing the brake light. Great.
I like this. So what this is basically the problem that it's fixing is that whenever you brake, your brake lights come on, but there's no way to determine sometimes if you're braking really hard or if you're just slowing down. And so when you're braking really hard and you have a distracted driver, you may not realize that those brake lights are coming at you a lot faster than on a normal in normal typical situations. So we're reading through their website where this really lands is not as a replacement for a normal brake lights. Your normal brake lights are still going to be there. This is when you are hitting the brake harder than normal, and then it will flash to get distracted drivers to look up, which is funny because this happened to me. This is how my Tesla got in the first accident, is that there was a work convoy in front of the car, and traffic came, the work convoy took up a lane kind of quickly. And so traffic stopped a lot faster than normal. And so I had to slam on in fact, I wasn't driving at the moment. The car was in autopilot. So the car decelerated safely. And I was in my lane and everything. But it decelerated very, very fast. And another car did not realize that all the other cars were decelerating that fast. And that's how I got rear-ended. So this could have helped me in my car being a bright flashing light. My biggest issue is the price. $100.
Yeah,
So expensive.
And it seems to have a 4-year life. It's guaranteed for 4 years. I assume it would probably last longer, but they wanted the unit to be sealed.
Yeah.
So that's why the battery, I mean, if, someone like you could probably take it apart and put new batteries in it.
Right.
But they did say that there are, I believe he said there were 100,000 rear end crashes and doing like billions of dollars in damage, especially cars these days. When you get, do you know how much the repair was on your car?
It was not cheap.
Yeah.
I know that I paid my deductible. I think that it ended up being like $2,000, $3,000.
Yeah.
In total. Yeah. But by the way, I've seen some cars do this manually. Is if they know they're braking really hard and really fast, they'll hit their hazard button as fast as they can. So your hazards come on as your brake lights come on. But that's a very manual process. I see a lot of truckers.
The driver himself is doing
the driver, you have to realize I'm hitting the brakes really hard, and the car behind me may not realize that I'm hitting them really hard. So I'll turn on my hazards at the same time. So this would obviously do away with needing to keep that on your mind. I like it. I think this is a product that does have a problem that could be fixed. And the problem is your brake lights don't determine how hard you are braking, and so sometimes they get ignored a little bit for a microsecond shorter than they should be, because people don't realize you're braking hard versus just slowing down like you normally do. So
Okay.
I think it's pretty cool.
And it's the kind of thing, if they sell a ton of them next
what I
year,
hope.
they could be $69.
Exactly. Yeah, that
And
would be
they'll
a
sell a
much
ton more and it'll be $39.
better price. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, our final guy. It's an interesting idea, but I'll tell you my concern about it too. And this is it. And this one is from Holland, I believe.
Holland. Wow.
So we had one from France, and now we have one from Holland.
And I saw an ad
Netherlands.
for Heatbox, actually a press release, and I wanted to come to the booth because, we talked on the show a lot about having warm food with you, and we had the thing you plug in your cigarette lighter. But according to the press release, I can have, or you can have, steamed food. And Amit?
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay. So tell us about Heatbox.
Yeah, so this is Heatbox, the self-heating lunchbox. And as the name already implies, it enables you to enjoy hot food anywhere, anytime. So it's battery powered. You turn it on, and within 8 to 12 minutes, you have a hot meal.
Show me over here.
Yeah, sure. So if you turn it on, the battery is connected to a hot heating plate. The plate gets hot, the water boils, and the steam gets into your food. Also powering up heating up the container itself, making your food tasting healthier and tastier than a microwave meal, for instance.
Now, where is the food?
Freedom of
Itself.
food.
So this is
Anywhere,
the heating is down
anytime.
here.
Heating, and this is where your food is actually stored. So you have a food container over here. This is where you put your food in, right? The steam gets into the food and makes it all nice and tasty.
Room around here for the steam to come up.
Yeah, so on the edges, the steam gets out and into your food. So when you start heating, you remove the sealing system. That we
Okay.
have.
Now this will be on top of that
Yeah.
when we do
On
it.
top of that. And
Oh,
this is how
okay.
we would heat it up like this.
Put it there just so I can see what the whole thing looks like.
Yeah, sure, of course. So like this. Yeah, exactly. So this is what it would be. So the container, you take it out, and this is how it would be, like this.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's not like two. It's like one and the same product.
Okay. And what's it going to retail for?
It's going to retail for 169 euros. That is. We launched on Kickstarter before, where we got funded within 24 hours. And we still take pre-orders on Indiegogo, where it's actually slightly cheaper for 129 right now. And we're,
And by right now, we don't know when we're going to show this. Do you know how long that price might last?
this will last for about, maybe another month or two.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we can find that on your website, which
Yeah,
is
myheatbox.com.
I like that a lot. Steamed food. Who knew? Dick DeBartolo, the Giz Wiz, Mad's Maddest Writer, here at CES 2020. Bye.
Okie dokie. So we've seen similar products to this. Nothing that has steam, but we've seen like lunch boxes that have heating elements, some that plug into the car, that sort of thing. So you said you had concerns. I have concerns because their website
concerns
autoplays
was, and now I looked at. You could check the Indiegogo. Now they're into the $149 category.
Oof.
So they already sold out all the $129 units. And I'm thinking, boy, now, according to the website, when you charge the batteries
Freedom of
once,
Anywhere,
you can,
anytime.
website has auto-playing video.
it can heat food 3 times on one battery charge.
Okay.
Also, this was another case, Chad, that we talked about. I was walking by the booth, and he was explaining it to this man. He told me about how the steam comes up around the pan, how the thing, and then when he's just talking, and I said, "Can you show me?" And he just opens the top, and then fortunately, I'd seen the demo. I said, "So does steam come up around this?" And
Yes.
I was trying to get him to assemble it,
Yes.
so we could see the whole thing, what it looked like. like she's got, and he kept, no, that goes on top of that. No, can we see that? Then he would just take the pan out and say, well, this is the pan. Anyway, it sounds like a great idea. Neither one of us have used one, but $150.
Yeah. It seems pretty expensive. I do like that it's heating with steam, which it tends to be a better heating than, say, the microwave. It doesn't seem quite as mushy. So I do like that a lot. I could see this in very specific situations, like maybe you're a trucker and you don't have a microwave available. Like that would make this
maybe,
awesome. But yeah, I agree. The price point is a lot. I mean, you could buy like 3 microwaves. And depending on which microwave, you could buy like 15 microwaves for the price of one of these. It's very interesting. It's all together. It's very nicely packaged. So I definitely feel like there's a market for it. I just don't know if it'll really take off as a mainstream product anytime soon.
No. Oh, how much did they raise?
Let's see. Let's go look at their Indiegogo page. Maybe it has autoplaying video too. No, it doesn't. How interesting.
Oh, they did. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a good chunk of change.
Yeah, 112,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like only 2 left at the $140 level.
Oh my gosh.
If you want it now, get in there. Normally this would cost $203, so jump in now. You get 2. It's interesting, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's very nicely designed. It has that sleek top, but again, so it's a lot of money. But you're right. A truck is someone who needs a hearty lunch because they work hard all day. They might think this is great.
Yeah. I mean, I could see plenty of situations where if you're I don't know, I could imagine so many situations where it's like maybe you have food allergies and you have to bring your food every single day. The stuff that they offer at work doesn't work out. I could just come up with all these reasons why this would be a great product for you. It just doesn't immediately say, oh, I need that. Oh, gosh, that is something that I want. So, yeah, you bring it to the beach, says Beatmaster. And there are other products. The chat room has already found a few. This is a $30 electric heating lunchbox. It's a warmer. This does not look like it does
it doesn't do steam.
Doesn't do steam, that sort of stuff. So there's other alternatives as well. This one's nice because the battery is all included. You don't have to plug it into the wall. You don't have to do that. Battery's inside, and it uses steam, which is pretty neat. So it is definitely a unique product in my mind. It's just an expensive product.
Perfect.
With that,
ladies and gentlemen,
be an expensive product.
We go to
this month's
Chad's.
Oops.
Crappy.
Broken. Chad's crappy corner. Here we go.
Need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it.
Okay. Like I mentioned, as we were trying to get the audio to play, this month's Crappy Corner will not be an expensive month because of the patrons. So the options were pet gadgets, thrift store gadgets, or clearance aisle gadgets. We've done clearance aisle gadgets before, and they loved clearance aisle gadgets. So clearance aisle gadgets is the thing that took it away. So that's why it's going to be a cheap month. I'm excited to head back to the clearance aisle and to see what there is to grab, because you never know. I was on the aisle.
I love clearance aisles.
I saw some MP3 players. I saw some weird lint rollers. You never know what you're going to get on the clearance aisle. So enter in the gadget of the week. This is definitely something from the holidays, as you can see from the box. We got a big old snowman on the front of it. I recorded a video that really covers every aspect of it, so let's jump into that. Hey Dickie, so here we are with clearance Gadget. This is a snowman activity kit. And the idea of this is that I live in Texas, so I never actually get real snow. So you can use this kit to create some fake snow and have a little bit of fun. As the theme needs, this is a clearance gadget. And if you're looking at it upside down, it says that it was 20 bucks, now it's $13. And I even got a better deal than that. I only spent about $6, $5 and some change for this activity kit. Inside, you have a large snowman. I'm going to open this up in just a moment and show this all again, but you got a snowman sort of container with a hat. You got some molds to make some instant snow, and a whole bunch of other little things that go along with that. So let's go ahead and rip this bad boy open. Take a look at what is inside. Really, everything is contained inside of the snowman plastic container. It looks like some of the instant snow popped and is hanging out there at the bottom of this thing. Let's open her up. What do we got? Stickers? No. Yes. No. This is a Santa boot print. It's a pop-out stencil. Same thing with the reindeer hoof print. So you can have a little stencil. That must have cost them a few cents to make. Seems kind of silly. Okay, next is the actual instructions. Hello, Waffles. Okay, I'm trying to get out the molds. They're a little bit difficult. I may have to open and grab them out separately. Okay, I got half the molds out. Here's some of the instant snow, which seems to have filled the bottom of the container, and then the rest of the molds. And I'm getting little itty bitty amounts of snow sort of all over the place. It keeps falling out and around. These are some little additions for your snowman. And then we have stickers for the outside of the container as well. So let's start making some snow. You have this itty bitty cup, and you're supposed to use this, the blue plastic measuring cup, to help make some snow. Okay, so we're gonna make snow for the first time, and there is definitely a leak in our snow bag, so I'm gonna try to keep it all contained inside of the large snowman container before so that I don't get just little bits of snow stuff everywhere. How on earth do I open this? Okay. They were able to seal the top so effectively that I can't get in, but they weren't able to actually seal the bottom of the bag so that it wouldn't leak everywhere. This is great. Okay. Instructions mention to dump in 3 of these blue measuring things of snow powder, and then 9 ounces of water. No cats were harmed in the...
And
this is room temperature water. I'm keeping mine inside of this teapot just for purposes of keeping it around. It's just a nice reservoir. It's supposed to be 9 ounces of water. Here we go, that's 9 ounces of water. And then no one has to dump pee. the whole cup into the snowy powder. So let's see what happens.
Was that room temperature water?
Yes. It's snow.
Oh,
Holy
wow.
moly, right before your eyes.
Wow.
He's getting right up in there. He's sniffing it. Hopefully it doesn't have any cat fumes that are bad for cats. Do we need to wait an amount of time? Nope. It looks like we're good. Now try doing the reaction in your hands. Ooh. It does feel slightly cool to the touch, which kind of helps the illusion that this is snow. So what this actually is the same type of polymer powder that you would find in like diapers. And all this does is just absorb water really, really, really fast. Now, a lot of that baby diaper stuff, it's made to kind of stay together a little bit better than this. So this just creates that snowy looking sort of stuff to play with. So there we go. I don't really want to get it all over my table. I've gone ahead and gotten a large cookie sheet to sort of contain everything and to keep my table from becoming contaminated with fake snow. And we're gonna go ahead and start the process of creating a snowman. So you have these two mold halves. They combine together, and then I assume you can just pour some snow into the mold halves. I'm getting fake snow everywhere. There we go. Then sort of shove it in there to get some definition. This is kind of, I could see this being very fun with children. I mean, I'm having a good time. The snow smells very polymer-esque. It does not smell very fresh. So, okay, we've kind of created our snowman snowball. Let's open up the mold, see what happens. Be very careful. Ah, it's falling apart.
Oh, no.
Okay, we're just gonna dump this right here on the ground because that did nothing. I apparently need to pack it a little bit more. So I have found out, this is why you read the instructions, is that you're supposed to put it inside the mold and then freeze it for a couple of hours. And that is how you get your snowman, because you put it in the freezer and you got frozen snow from the freezer. That makes a lot more sense. I was kind of wondering how this is all going to compact together. We don't have that time. We don't have that type of time. So if you really wanted to make your snowman, of course, this is why you would need the molds, is you would put all the snow inside and then throw it in the freezer. Then all of the water, that 9 ounces of water that we added to this polymer stuff, that would freeze, and that would give you an actual ball of frozen polymer to play around with. I made some more polymer, and it's definitely fun to play around with. See it kind of like spreading out as you're playing with it. You definitely would not want to eat this, especially in its raw form, because then you could just imagine your stomach acid like filling this powder with liquids. I'm sure that in this form, it definitely says on the box, don't eat, so don't eat it. But I was kind of wondering to myself, I wonder how safe this is for children to play around with. I think it's very safe for you to play around with as long as you follow the instructions and don't do anything absurd with it, like put it in your mouth. So I'm gonna go out there just because I kept talking and that video ended up being so long. I actually ended up freezing, and it's been about an hour. And so I think that my molds actually worked out.
Is that all snow? Did you make all that snow in the pan?
Yes, I did. So I ended up like making 2 more amounts of polymer snow. And it's, I gotta say, it was actually pretty fun. And I had a good time playing around with it. So it's not completely frozen, but hey, look, there we go. We got sort of one snowball. That actually is kind of holding together, kind of broke in half. It's not quite. No, it's not working.
Yeah,
out.
but it would have been good.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no. And here's the little head snowball, and it looks really good. This one's kind of frozen all the way through. Look at that. That's like the perfect snowball right there. And then
so the snowman about 6 inches high or so, right?
Yeah, he's pretty small. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Here's the body, so I could kind of.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see.
Kind of put those together, and then you get little eyes that we saw before. Let's try to shove these in through the. Oh, that works. Look at that. Got a little eyeball. Put the other one in. Obviously the little snowman is the little snowball, I guess I should say, froze very much faster than the larger one. There we go.
Oh, that's very cute.
He's pretty adorable. Let me cut to my single and show you once I finally be able to cut over. There we go. Little snowman.
Oh, that's very, yeah. So he's gonna melt, right?
I guess when he melts, he'll just kind of fall apart.
Fall apart. Oh, okay.
Because this is all room temperature right here. All this stuff is room temperature. Let me see if I can get a product shot. There we go. So really all this is room temperature. This is frozen-ish stuff. But all the stuff that's in the pan, it is slightly chilly because I think it's the water is evaporating, so it's kind of making it a little bit cold, but it's obviously not nearly as cold as actual snow. This stuff that was in the freezer, that is as cold as real snow. But this is, I'm shocked at how fun this was to play around with and to really mess around with. And I still have tons of the raw powder to play around with.
Wow.
Like, this much powder would fill the entire container and overflow. I mean, I just have tons and tons and tons of stuff to play around with. One thing to mention, do not get this powder in your eye, because that would stink. It would suck up all the liquid in your eye, and that would just be a real bad time. So anyway, all in all, I had just a really good time with it. Like I said, $5.80 on clearance at Target. Target is where I found this. I also found it online at Target as well. Kind of running out of room here to show this stuff to you. And so if you want to get it for full price, $18.99, you can still do that online, or possibly head to your local Target and see if this is available. I found it in the toy section. And I really did have a fun time kind of messing around with fake snow. Who'd have thought?
Wow.
So there you go. First of the clearance aisle gadgets for the month of February. With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
On. Our email is from Del Neal, who writes, "Good afternoon, Dick and Chad. I've been looking for a AA battery charger for a while. I picked this one up on Amazon for $6. The battery and charger usually goes for about $20, but I found a really great discount code, which gave it to me for $6. After testing this a few times, it works very well." And he made a video.
Oh, cool. Here we are. Aha. Oh.
Hello and good day. This is Dale doing a review of the Altizur, excuse me if I get that name wrong, for AA batteries and battery charger. I got this yesterday. I put the batteries in that were not charged into the unit, and as promised, they state that you can charge a battery in 15 minutes. I put 4 of them, and they do increase the time. 4 of them would be an hour, but it actually did charge the batteries in less than an hour, as indicated by the green buttons. And it came in this nice little case. If I can get my hands to work. Yes. That's me. I'm always dropping stuff. But, yeah. I would recommend this to anybody.
That looks nice.
Very small charger, but it works well. That's the Altizur battery charger and batteries. They state that it can take AAA, but I really don't believe that, as it says in the manual. Everybody have a good day out there. Take care.
Perfect. I like the design of that. It looks very slick.
It does. Now Dell sent a link, but I guess the discount link is gone. So this is my link, a Giz Wiz link. but it's still not $20. It's $13.
Yeah.
And does that say anything
okay.
about? No, it doesn't say double A's on that one.
Yeah, it doesn't mention triple A's. Sometimes I have seen these in the past, other versions, other brands, and they have a little lip at the very bottom that you can shove a triple A into, and it'll still sort of work.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Not sure if this one does or not.
Right.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. With a name like Alcazar, how could you not trust it?
When I look for that even in my refrigerator. Do you have the new Alcazar self-charging refrigerator?
Yeah, I was looking for that in fake snow, but couldn't find it. So I need to get this other brand.
So
that's awesome that you found that for $6. That's
for
pretty
$6. Wow.
I can't even get non-rechargeable double A's for that. It's pretty good.
Del, thank you for that. It was great to have a warehouse video from someone who never submitted one before. So, Del Nell, assuming you live in the U.S., you'll get the current issue of Mad Magazine, one of those 35-year-old Alfred E. Newman pictures. Now, we have a couple more in-house since we haven't done the Gadget Warehouse for all of January, but we always need more. So, if you have a gadget that you just bought or a gadget that you're just going to throw out, or a gadget sitting in the basement because it doesn't work, but you can't bear to throw it out, make a little video like Dell did, 1 to 3 minutes, put it up on YouTube, and like Dell, just click Unlisted. And once it's uploaded, you'll get a URL, and that you'll send to us, okay? And that goes to mail@gizwiz.tv, mail@gizwiz.tv.
Perfect. And once I'm finished playing with this snow, then we'll check those emails.
We'll have a snow fight.
With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
And our letter is, hey, Dick, hey, Chad. Remember a long time ago when someone pointed out that dumb in your opening was spelled Dunb, D-U-N-B? I just noticed today that pathologically is spelled wrong.
Wait, what?
Maybe you noticed it before now. I don't remember. Only the best production value for our favorite Dunb show. Much love to you both.
Nerd Pathology.
Sean, a.k.a. Flavored Toothpaste. We're looking.
Here, it's really quick. It's right after the growing, glowing LEDs.
We're checking it out now, Sean.
Geek Disease Nerd Pathology.
It is spelled wrong. It's spelled A-G-Y instead of L.
Which dyslexic made this intro? And I'm asking as a dyslexic.
Well, also look at that. I mean, the show is 14 years old in February, in 2 weeks. I mean, we didn't, when we started out, Leo and I did it on the phone.
Yeah.
But this theme has been around for 10 years, I would guess.
You can see
But it does go by very fast.
Yes.
Maybe the guy who made the video knew it was spelled wrong and he figured, just hold it on the screen for a split second.
Exactly.
Sean, thank you.
That's very funny.
A.K.A. Flavor Toothpaste. And I guess he's in London because it's it's A.K.A. F-L-A-V-O-U-R.
Oh.
Flavor Toothpaste. Sean, thanks for pointing that out.
Switch the I and the Z down here to Giz Wiz. I don't think anyone would notice for at least another 14 years.
I know. It's a ride, isn't it?
That is great. Thank you. Thanks for the info. Hey, you want to check out some more Dunb stuff? Head on over to Patreon. It's incorrectly spelled on Patreon, too, as a nod.
On purpose.
On purpose. This is on purpose. But now we need to say, as a new line, in Nerd Pathology, pathology. I don't even know how to say that out loud. Thank you to all of our patrons is what I'm trying to say. Thank you to those of you who support over on patreon.com/GizWiz. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much to our patrons. Thank you so much to those of you who have been around for so long. I was just looking through the lists, and there are a few people who have, like, over the lifetime of their Patreon membership, have donated hundreds of dollars. So thank you so much.
Don't point it out to them. Don't point it out to them.
Yeah, hopefully, don't look at that.
Don't let them know. Don't let them look. Yeah.
How Patreon works
No,
is
it's
that
great. The show would not be here without the Patreons. It's been
incredible.
5 years.
5 years independent, and we're looking for at least 14. So years independent. So this is great. So thank you guys so much for supporting. How Patreon works is every time we upload an episode, you guys support, and it just is a little bit, tiny amount. Thank you guys so much to all of you who do support. And if you like the Giz Wiz, if you enjoy listening, please consider giving over at patreon.com/GizWiz. If for some reason Patreon is not your deal, you don't want to give reoccurring, or you want to give just through a different service than Patreon, head on over to our website, gizwiz.tv. You can click on the Patreon tab at the top of the website, and then there is a PayPal link. So you could use PayPal instead of Patreon if you want to support us that way. Thank you to everybody Thank you to everybody who supports. You guys are incredible. Head on over to gizwiz.biz. That's where Dickie D writes up fantastic articles about all of the gadgets that we cover. And while you're there, you can play along with What the Heck Is It? It's the game show online that you can participate in. And this is the gadget, the whole gadget, nothing but the gadget. This will be revealed in 1 month to figure out what this is, but it's pretty obvious to me. You know, we were talking about batteries, AA versus AAA. This is a device to squeeze your AA's into AAA's. All you have to do is shove them in, squish down on those little orange tabs, and bam, pop out as AAA's. If you think you know what this gadget is, get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. 6 Mad magazines for correct answers, 12 Mad magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, or interesting answers. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. Head over to gizwiz.tv to watch this show live. We're live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. If we have a schedule change, we'll let you know at the top of the website in a nice little banner. If you don't catch the show live, no big deal. You can catch the show after the fact online, gizwiz.tv, on our YouTube, or on iTunes. You can subscribe however you want to catch the show. We appreciate it. That about wraps it up for this episode of the Giz Wiz. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.